Welcome to Flashpoint Friday, a weekly series where I select one game at random from Flashpoint's archives and give it a try. And maybe, just maybe, the game might actually be good. Hello everyone, welcome back to Flashpoint Friday. And that brief splash screen there was for XGen Studios, and we have for this week Stick RPG. And this is another user request by Agent 851. Thank you very much for requesting this. And I am really looking forward to playing this because I am quite familiar with Stick RPG. I was in high school when this game first came out, and I distinctly remember in our computer class a lot of my classmates playing this instead of working on their assignments. But yeah, I have played this game before, and I actually played it not too long ago on my own time when I was browsing through Flashpoint. So, I'm not going to read the instructions, it just gives a basic background and such. I'll just explain as we go. I'll hit start. And despite the RPG name in the title, this is probably closer to like a life simulation. So, but I'll explain once we head into this. I'll just pick a short game, so it's only 15 days long for this. I probably won't even get through that because I'm not sure. There we go. Put my name in because it'll probably take too long if I do the entire 15 days. So, and it does have some RPG mechanics though, hence the title. Those are some decent stats for... I would like bigger strength, though. Strength and intelligence are the ones I'm looking for the most here. Strength is pretty good. Charm is practically non-existent, but... I'll go ahead and pick this one, and I'll pump all my extra points into intelligence, and you'll see why soon enough. So, we'll let this play out. Okay, so the basic premise is that I'm gonna hit off for optimize, because in this game, if you have optimization on whenever you move, it would automatically switch to a lower graphics setting, and that was keeping in mind the computers of the time. They couldn't always handle full speed with high quality graphics, but with today's modern machines, you don't have to worry about that one bit. So I'm controlling with the arrow keys here. So yeah, you basically find yourself in a stick world here, and your goal in this game is to basically live a life and make a name for yourself. So, and you're kind of on this square or rectangular world, and there's a town that you live in, and there's all sorts of buildings that you can enter that offer all sorts of different services and whatnot. And I'm just giving you a brief tour of the town right now. But you need to stay within the borders of the town, because if you don't, well, this happens. And you'll see I just lost 10 HP by doing that. So you don't want to fall off the world. Also, too, if you wander around in the street, traffic can hit you. So you don't want to get hit by a car, because that'll also take off HP. But this here is our apartment, and we're going to check our messages first. You have one new message. Okay, hi, it's Richard from McSticks calling. Yeah, okay, I'm calling because you got the job, right? So you can just come in and start whenever. Okay, bye-bye. Okay, it's probably a South Park reference, because I know there's a character on that show that talks like that, and this game came out kind of during the height of that show's popularity. But, let's see. So the job we got is for McSticks, and you'll see there's the option here. Now, I could get something to heal me as well, so maybe I'll do that just to demonstrate that. Let me get a milkshake. It'll replenish 12 HP, so it'll more than top me off, but it'll cost $8. There we go. So we're at full health again. But money is perhaps the most important metric in this game, which you'll be rated on. So let's go ahead and work a shift as a cook. And you may have noticed here, this clock here with day 1, the blue portion shows the portion of the day that you've experienced, and it just went up considerably. Now, this might be a strange comparison, but it'll make sense fairly quickly. The timing mechanics are kind of like the arcane online mystery adventure game that I played not too long ago, in the fact that time only advances when you perform actions. And so, for instance, there's a university here, and you can study to increase your intelligence, or you could go to the gym to increase your strength. But you'll notice for every time that I do it, it eats up a little bit of time. And whenever the timer gets into the red here, that's kind of a warning that that it's a good idea to rest. So I'm going to travel back to my apartment. And I'm going to sleep. And I got 1 HP restored there. Because when I gained 1 strength in the gym, it increased my HP by 1. But your health doesn't go up automatically. You have to rest or recover in some way to get it back up. There we go. Now there are interactive elements if you use the mouse. I'm moving with the arrow keys, but if you use the mouse to click on things, it seems somebody carelessly left their car unlocked and out on the grass. So we could attempt to hotwire it, but you need a high intelligence rating. So that's not going to work for a while, at least. And you can interact with people too, like this. Hey man, do you have any smokes? I'm old enough to smoke, it's just I forgot my ID at home, please. So we don't have smokes, but if we did, we could have the option to give it to them. And that's kind of the appeal, and it's why I think so many kids and teenagers played this game, because this game is kind of edgy. Let's see, let's click on this guy. You could spare change for people panhandling and such. But like, for example, if we go to this red individual over here, hey man, come over here a minute. You want to see some dope fly shit? I'm telling you, man, you can make fat stacks off of this bona fide, purified, 100% Colombian product. How much can I put you down for? So yeah, you could buy narcotics in this game. And if you go to the pawn shop, you can buy weapons and such. And one of the main attractions, of course, you can gamble. There's a casino here, and there's a bar. If you go to the bar, you have a bunch of different options. We could drink some beer that increases our charm rating. And this is one of the main attractions for this game, though. You can get into a bar fight. And this is an RPG battle mechanic. Now, my strength isn't very high. The strength dictates how many attack points that you have, and the more attack points you have, the more options you have to fight. But right now, I can just punch. So I'm going to do that. Basically, you take turns with your opponent, exchanging blows. Sometimes you have to hit done in order to continue. This battle mechanic system was extremely buggy, especially when the game first came out. In fact, it has a dedicated "it froze" button here, because so often the game would like lock up on the battle screen, and there was no way to progress or to leave. And so eventually the developer just added this function. But now I am playing, this is like version 1.5, which is the most, I think, feature complete version of this game and the least buggy version that came out. So hopefully we won't have any instances where it freezes, but even at this stage, it was known to happen occasionally. So you're always taking a bit of a chance whenever you're playing the battle mechanic. It's always a good idea to save if you've made a decent amount of progress first before you do it. And there we go. And this is kind of another edgy aspect here. You win, you find $7 in the dead guy's wallet. You cracked his head open. He dies in a pool of blood. So, graphic violence involving stick characters was quite popular back in this era of Flash gaming and animation. This is back when Newgrounds had a lot of edgy violence being featured on its site, and one of the most popular animated websites was stickdeath.com, which involved all sorts of gruesome violence involving stick figures. So, and this sort... Oh, yep, I just got hit by a car. And that sort of thing appealed to edgy teenagers and such, so this sort of thing was quite popular back then. I'm going to work a shift to recoup some of my money. And I'm going to go to the bank and deposit some money because you earn interest. And I'm going to deposit. The current interest rate is 3.3%. And I think it varies day by day. Sometimes it's over 4% and whatnot. But I'm going to go ahead and sleep to replenish some of my HP here. There we go. I'm topped off. So you've kind of got the basics down. I'll enter some of these other buildings. So you can enter like a furniture store. That'll give you a more efficient bed that'll heal you more. Comes in handy when you've progressed further in the game and you have a much larger HP pool. I've already showed you mixed sticks in the bar. There's the casino. You can play slots, roulette, blackjack. I'm not going to do that though, because true to the real world, graphical bug there. True to real life, you're probably just going to end up losing money long term with that. There's a pawn shop you can go to here, and these offer various, like, usually one of the first things that I do is I buy the CD alarm clock, because that wakes you up earlier, so you have more of the day to play with. And we've got a convenience store here. You can read the dialogue on your own time. I don't feel comfortable reading that stereotypical and possibly racially offensive dialogue. Like I said, this was, kind of an edgy game, but what can you do? So, now, you'll notice there's some options here where you can increase your stats more than if you took a free option here. Like you could go to class, it costs $20, but it increases your intelligence by 2 instead of by 1. And if you go to the gym for a cardio workout, you have a mini game here. So you'll be using a treadmill, and you have to alternate between the left and right arrow keys. I'll show you here what you do here. So basically, with that yellow bar there, you have to keep it in the green zone, essentially. That's the best way of increasing your stats in an efficient manner. The thing that makes this challenging is that every time you level up, you have to alternate between the arrow keys faster in order to maintain your pace, and eventually it reaches a point where you just won't be able to keep up. So I'm just gonna see how far I get with this. I'm doing pretty good. Kind of staying in the upper range of the green there, but okay, now I gotta start pressing it faster. I don't know if you can hear that or not on the microphone, but come on. I think I'm gonna try switching between working with 2 hands rather than just the one. Yeah, see, it's getting to the point where I can't keep up. I'm probably gonna this is probably gonna be it, I think. What? No. Workout over. So I increased my stats by a couple points. I did take a little bit of damage there when I slid off the treadmill, but that's okay. It's nothing a quick snack or snooze can't fix. So let me go work another shift. And I don't know, maybe I'll go back to the university and pump a few more points into my intelligence, then maybe see how high that gets me. 18. Nope. So I'll play for at least one more day, because I believe you need an intelligence of 20. Let me see. Because this is where you apply for a better job. So let's see. yeah, I need 20 intelligence. So, because you don't want to stay as a cook for this world's version of McDonald's, because it's chump change that you earn. So you want to... So I tend to prioritize intelligence more than anything else, followed maybe by strength, and honestly charisma is pretty low on my list of priorities. But so let's go. Maybe I'll just take a quick course to improve, or go to class to improve it by 20 just right off the bat. We'll go back, and now we'll apply, and we are now a janitor. Wages $8 per hour. It's up from $6. So we actually work here now. So work as a janitor. There we go. Maybe I'll work 2 shifts. There we go. Burn through the rest of the day, but there you go. Let's see. Do I have any new messages? Let's see. Hello, I'm calling from You Hit They Run, personal injury law. We have been informed that you were recently run over. Just wanted to let you know that we're here from you. You can give us a call. Yeah, that's right. I did get run over. Hey, it's Bob, your boss. I'm in the office, really drunk. You're the new janitor, right? Better bring a mop, thud. So that was confirming that we got that job as a janitor. So we'll sleep. And I won't play for too much longer, because I know it's been a while now playing this, but you have a pretty good idea of the gameplay loop by now this game entails. I'm going to just real quickly withdraw 100. Wait. Did that get me how far I got? Maybe I'll withdraw 40 more. There we go. I have over $200 now, and I'll show you what I was talking about earlier with the alarm clock, and then I think I'll maybe leave it there. Let's see, the alarm clock 200. So now... Okay, well actually maybe there's one more thing I'll show. Because this one's kind of one of the more in-depth mini-games. You can also play darts, it's basically like a mouse-driven thing, but get your groove on. This is a full-on rhythm game that you play. So you follow the instructions with the arrows here, and you'll see the little meter on the bottom left there. The better you are, the more the meter fills up, and it does decrease slowly, so you got to be consistent and accurate in order to get it up fairly quickly. Let's see if I can manage that. Got a pretty good music track, and you can change the music tracks to it if you wanted. It's kind of like a techno-ish dance beat. Doing pretty good. Funnily enough, the dancing mini game I feel gets a little easier as you progress past this first stage, because the prompts will come faster, but that allows you to maintain the meter better that way. And you'll see I just gained somebody else, or somebody else decided to start dancing on the dance floor too. It's kind of an indicator of how you're doing. Every time you go up one level, you get another dancer out on the floor. So let's see what's the next track. Oh, I missed that one, but yeah, this one's got hard bass beat here. Nice, leveled up again. You got a second dancer now. I think maybe I'll just do one more of these and then I'll stop dancing. Almost there. Come on. Come on, almost. Just one or two more and then I've got it. There we go. Yeah, I got So there's like, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 different music tracks to dance to, so there you go. Maybe I'll just work one more shift to wrap this up. 2 more shifts, why not? Okay, and then I'll go back and rest, and I think I'll call it there. So, oh yeah, and also too, I don't have anything in my inventory, but that little backpack is where it would be. Basically, items that you don't consume right away, that you buy in stores and stuff, will be here. So there's that. Don't have any messages. I'll sleep. And there we go. So let's see. Let's see how well I've done here, shall we? Are you sure you want to quit? Yes. Loser. Yeah, because basically it just judges you on like your net worth more than anything else. So, and I knew I wasn't going to get a good rating for this, and it's really hard to get any sort of good rating on a short game. If you play a longer game, and there's even like in unlimited mode, we can play for as long as you want. So yeah, but there we are. There we have it. I forgot to mention at the start of the video too, XGen Studios is still around. Not only is their website still up, but in the years since making Stick RPG, they made a number of other games, including a sequel to this, which I might run across at some point on the series. But they even have a Steam profile, and they have some games that they have for sale on Steam, including some of their older Flash creations. Unfortunately, not this one, but they have a few. I think they have Stick RPG 2 and a couple of other games that they made much, much later. So if you wanted to check them out, I do have to say some of the prices seemed a little high. Like Stick RPG 2 is selling for like $20 or something like that. But if you wanted to check out their products and support them financially, you still can. So there's that. So anyway, that's Stick RPG. It was a very popular game back in its day, and I'd say it still holds up fairly well nowadays even, and it's basically a life simulator. Bear in mind too, this also came out around the time when games like The Sims first kind of hit the scene and were really blowing up in popularity, so that probably helped with its success. But having said that, it stands on its own 2 feet pretty darn well, though, I feel like. So if you want to play a life sim game where you live another life in kind of a tongue-in-cheek stick figure environment, go ahead and try it out. I highly recommend it. So thanks once again to Agent 851 for suggesting this title, and thank you for tuning in to this episode of Flashpoint Friday. Take care, everyone.